What is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you. This is a busy day at the yard today. I'm here on my lunch, sitting here in my truck. It's a good, hot, warm day here in Sacramento, California. Fall is not really set upon us. I mean, the trees are changing colors and the leaves are falling down a little bit, but it is yet to, we've yet to see any rain. We've yet to see any break in the heat here. So, all around, it's a good one. I am very surprised that I'm going to this Bound for Glory pay-per-view. This is going to be my Bound for Glory pay-per-view predictions. I really thought that I missed my chance. Last year, I had the chance when it was in Phoenix to go hang out with my good buddy Miguel, freaking yeah 88. He said that he was going to make the trip and he wanted to go to the show. And if it wouldn't have been for a Disneyland trip that was planned and on the books that never got off the ground due to some other family stuff that had to move our trip. Basically, I wish we would have gone last year. The one thing that makes me really want to go to Bound for Glory more than anything is the fan interaction. You can see that the roster has gotten a lot thinner in the last year. When I look at this year's Bound for Glory card, which I just wrote down because off of memory I didn't know most of these matches that were taking place. Now that I wrote them down and I've watched the Impact the last few weeks, I know them, but if you would have asked me 2-3 minutes ago what all the matches were, I couldn't have named them. I can't say that, WrestleMania has had just non-stop packed cards the last few years. It seems like it's had some top matches, and then everything else just sort of falls together in the end, and it's up to the guys to make it what it is, if it's gonna fall or it's gonna collapse. It's been a good year, a few years in WWE at WrestleMania that we've had non-stop stacked cards with real 3 main event matches that we really want to see. But when I look at this Bound for Glory card, it really looks like what I would go see at a house show when they come around to the towns. Nothing really blows me away as a must-see match. There's no dream matchups. It really just all comes down to the TNA World Heavyweight Championship and the Bound for Glory Series winner, Bully Ray, going up against AJ Styles. I think that for some reason AJ Styles signed a contract extension that wasn't a real extension. It was just for a few months, and it's only going to be going through the month of December, and they're not going to discuss signing him further than this until after Bound for Glory. That would make you think that he's not going to become champion, and they just got him on for some rematches and maybe just one more match to get him out the door. It's just weird to me to think of a TNA without AJ Styles. I can't put that into my mind of where else he would go. AJ's always been, what TNA is and been basically what all of us dreamed that TNA would be. I can remember back to Destination X 2010, everybody ordering that show when Eric Bischoff and the other guys in charge, Dixie Carter as well, said that they were, going to make the X Division, a factor and order this show because it's going to show us that you care about it. Everybody ordered the show, and at the end they didn't give us anything. They've kept the X Division alive, but as you can see, the last year, rule changes and everything else have really watered it down to still show us that, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. I know that TNA struck gold in the first early years with a whole bunch of guys that got pushed up to now are their main eventers, is what their X division used to be. But they need to go out and they need to find these guys and get this division going again. But in this match, honestly, I'm picking AJ Styles to win. I mean, it's been the whole storyline for a whole year. You can see coming. This has to be the end of Aces and Eights, hopefully. I can see this match, honestly, being a clusterfuck. The rumors are out there that Hulk Hogan has re-signed. So you can see Dixie Carter being involved in this match, Hulk Hogan being involved in this match. Aces and Eights members, Bischoff and Nux. Who knows what side they're going to be on once all the chips fall. But I can easily see them turning on him. I can easily see them helping him out. Who knows that the pep talk he gave him on the last Impact where they all put their hands on the title and said it was all their title. Who knows what they're going to do. And maybe even Taz will jump in the ring for a second. Sting might get involved. It could be the whole TNA front line could come running out there for all I know. But to me, honestly, AJ Styles has to be the champion. He has to win this. He has to win the big one. I don't think AJ's been, TNA World Heavyweight Champion in a long, long time, possibly since they had the 2010 was, I guess, the last time I can remember him being champ, when it was him and Ric Flair, and they turned him heel, and he was the guy that was going up against Hogan and Abyss in that tag match. That was a long time ago. Then we have the X Division X match for the champion. For the championship, we have Manic, Austin Aries, Chris Sabin, Jeff Hardy, and Samoa Joe was the late addition into the match. Honestly, Manic didn't pick the match. Manic didn't name the match. He didn't name the match stipulation. He's just the guy showing up with the belt. Anybody's going to win this match except for him. The reason I'm going to pick Chris Sabin to win this match is they have this ongoing thing going on with Chris Sabin and Velvet Sky being boyfriend and girlfriend, and them sort of joining together. Chris Sabin is becoming the ultimate heel. Velvet Sky is still a babyface. You saw Chris Sabin cover up when she shook her ass on the ropes with this jacket, and he used her as a human shield, this, that, and the other. And this storyline to me can only progress if he's on television. And in order to get the guy on television, I think you have to put the championship on him. Then you can sort of see he's putting the championship above Velvet Sky. It sort of sucks how just a few months ago this guy was a TNA World Heavyweight Champion, and now they're already strapping the X Division belt on him. We just talked a moment ago about how much the X Division belt really means to TNA these days. And, Chris Sabin is one of the, I guess you could say, originals. And, but, in the long run, he's not an AJ Styles or a Chris Sabin. No, he is Chris Sabin. Fuck me. A Christopher Daniels, a guy like that. Even, I guess Loki is a guy that they could have brought back, but he just retired from professional wrestling the other day. But Chris Sabin to win in that match. In Magnus versus Sting, I honestly see Sting winning this match. Magnus coming up short. I know in the past, and they've done some storylines, Sting is a guy who's put others in front of himself. I can always remember the match where AJ Styles said he was going to retire unless he became the champion, and Sting sort of did all the work, and at the end when AJ was dazed, he laid out, it was a three-way, I can't remember who the other guy was, but if it was Angle or somebody like that, he laid him out, and then AJ got the pin, and AJ got all the glory. And I guess still this day, he's never seen the video of Sting laying the guy out so he could pin him. Sting just sort of, hit the move and got the hell out of the way. I can't remember the show, I can't remember the match, I just remember it happening. Maybe you guys still remember the AJ storyline of him saying he couldn't get it done, couldn't win the big one, so he might as well just go home and retire. And the next match is Rude versus Kurt Angle, in a match that I guess we're lucky to see. It's always fun to see Kurt Angle. I haven't seen him wrestle a match live since he was in WWE. I can't even... It's honestly probably been the Rumble of 2002 was the last time I saw him wrestle live, because he hasn't been in any of the WrestleManias I've been to. And since I, got back into wrestling and going to shows and stuff like that. So, yeah, I haven't seen the Angle wrestle since 2002, so it's going to be a lucky thing for me. First time me seeing AJ Styles and a lot of these guys wrestle. I saw a few of them when they came to Sacramento for a house show, but, really, really cool. In this match, you got to see Kurt Angle winning this match in his return. I know that you could do a whole storyline with him losing and then coming back, but he's getting inducted to the Hall of Fame the night before. Ego is a good group of heels, but they don't really have anything going for them at the moment. What I heard was they hot-shotted Kurt's return, and if this match didn't happen, it was going to be Rude versus Samoa Joe in another throwaway match. But I'm glad I get to see Angle. I'm picking him for the win. In the Knockouts Championship, real fast, we have ODB versus Gail Kim and Brooke Tessmacher. Honestly, if you've watched Impact the last few weeks, they're trying to get over this big, huge chick who comes in and kills everybody, who isn't as big as Awesome Kong is, but has sort of the same physique and probably going to use the same storyline. Not going to talk a whole bunch, just going to kick a lot of ass. And I think that she can only do that if she's going up against a babyface. So ODB for the win. Then in the pre-show match, if you tune in 1 hour before the show on Spike TV, they're going to do a live countdown show. I guess tune in and watch this for this match and look for me. I'll be sitting front row. Chavo Guerrero and Hernandez going up against Kaz and Daniels, Joseph Park and Eric Young going up against Bromance in a 4-man tag team match. Honestly, if I had my best wish, I'd pick Bromance to win because I can't get enough Robbie E in my life. I love the dude. But honestly, in my opinion, it's going to be Kaz and Daniels just because I want to get my money's worth and I want to see them on this show as much as I can. Hopefully they can win this match and then they'll get onto the actual pay-per-view and I can watch them wrestle again. In that match, they're going to go up against the tag team champions, which will be Gunner and James Storm. James Storm, one of my favorite guys out there. I haven't heard a whole lot about how his health is doing. I remember him saying that he hurt his knee or his leg a few months ago, but it's been some time, so I'm sure he's all healed up. Hopefully I can drink a beer with the dude sometime over the weekend because he's one of my favorite guys in TNA. And then once the tag titles are on the line, honestly, I don't like James Storm as a tag team wrestler. He is one of my guys, but the sooner you get that belt off of him, the sooner other opportunities can open up for him. I don't really think he's helping Gunner out at all. I don't think Gunner's helping him out. Get him out of this. He's being held hostage by this tag group here, so let's get the belt off him. Hopefully Kaz and Daniels can take those tag titles off him, put him in Team Ego, and I don't know, the show will end. I'll have a good time, and I can come home and say I got my money's worth. But that's a different prediction for a different video at a different time, so I don't know. We leave Friday. It'll be me and Mario. Of course, Freaking 88 will join us down there, of course, with the cast and crew of a few others. I'm not sure who all is going to the show. If you are, please let me know. We're going to have a ton of fun in San Diego. And let's get it done. TNA Bound for Glory 2013 prediction videos. That's a wrap.